Alright, welcome back. Alright, so right now we are race 2 of the playoffs. Coming off a win at Bristol, so playoffs off to a fantastic start. Qualified 13th, finished P1. Next up is Kansas. Hopefully we'll do good at that track as well. And then the Roval, I just can't bleed points there, but then we have Las Vegas and Talladega in the round of 8, so we're automatically in the round of 8 right now. So we need a win in one of those two tracks. Win at Kansas would help. It's not super important, but I mean I'm going for wins here. But yeah, so we'll get to Kansas here in a sec. Alright, so yeah, we got the win, so that's why we're up above those guys with the more points. Yeah, so right now we would be 4th in points, so we're still looking good in that department. Alright, staff picked up a pro engineer, so we get more RD points. We got a couple of elite mechanics. We'll probably wait on those. Not too important right now for having more mechanics. That'll be more for when we get like level 7 and above cars, because they need more points to repair. Alright, but yeah, we're making money and spending all of it, so yeah, that all looks good. Yeah, so we have our Kansas car, got 2 level 7 body and engine. So that's also going to be for Talladega, so that's why I wanted to upgrade that one before the others. And then the red car is going to be our Phoenix car, so at some point I'll probably throw 1 or 2 upgrades at that one. The blue one, I'm not worried about that one. That one's for the Roval and Martinsville, so I'm not too worried about that one. But yeah, the red car is also going to be for Las Vegas. Alright, so let's go to Kansas. Yeah, I'm going for top 10s, top 5s, wins. Alright, so I'm pretty sure, yeah, we already ran at Kansas. I don't remember how we did. That's usually like one of the first few races.
Remember your goals out there.
Alright, practice goal is a 34-0. Let's go run like a 33-7.
Okay, fill out the balance and bring it in for an adjustment if you need to.
Welcome in. We're running at Kansas. Race 2 of the playoffs.
Great lap. Keep it up.
33.8. I already hit my goal, but I want to see what I can do. Get a clean lap, and I just touched the wall a couple times on that lap actually. this is a much cleaner lap here. 33.4. Yeah, let's end practice there. That was a good lap. Alright, practice we were 10th. Not too bad. Yeah, man, he's running at 32.7. That's wild. Alright, yeah, so let's go to qualifying.
Qualifying, here we go.
Alright, yeah, that neutral setup felt pretty good.
Don't hold back now,
I don't think I
driver.
need to go
Let's get
loose.
after it. You're clear out.
It was rotating pretty good. Alright, let's just get some speed before we hit the line.
This is the one that counts.
Don't hit the wall. Oh man, that was close.
Top 10. Nicely done there.
Oh, we did a 32.9. That was a pretty fast lap. And it's not a 32.5, but hey, I'll take a 32.9. Alright, so the top 4 are the ones... Oh my god. Can't they just like have a bad race or something? But yeah, the top 4 right now are the ones we're going to be battling for the whole rest of the playoffs. But yeah, I mean, this should be a good race.
The fans are ready, and this NASCAR Xfinity Series race is about to get underway. So now for the words you've all been waiting for. Drivers, start your engines!
Time to go. Good luck out there.
Alright, let's get it.
You ready?
We're on the inside, that's where I'd want to be.
There's the green. Outside door. Stay low. Still clear. One outside.
Alright, let's sneak it down here. Maybe not.
Inside now. Clear inside. You're all
Clear
clear.
outside.
Outside. Clear high, you want it. Carlo. Clear inside. One inside. Yellow's out.
I mean, he just went straight across the front of my nose, so not too much I could do there. Alright, so fuel, we have 50 laps left. We're gonna have to pit probably at least two times. But this is not one of them.
Pace car's off. You ready now? There's the green. Outside. Still there. One inside. Clear high.
You don't want to hit the apron. Oh, I got
Clear
a little
low
bit
if you
of
want
room,
it.
so. No, don't hit the wall. Oh my
Clear
god.
three wide. Car low. One high. Clear high. Three
They
wide.
don't need any help staying up front.
Clear up top. Car high. Clear low if you want it. Clear outside. High side now. One on the bottom. Three wide. Clear high. Clear low if you want it. One bottom. Clear low if you want it. Clear high. That was your best run ever.
Alright, where's this guy going? Where am I going? Straight to the wall.
Inside door. Clear bottom.
I can't start at the top.
Car high. Clear up top.
Leader's just pulling away. Alright, let's go by this
Outside
guy.
Clear outside.
I like this track.
Outside.
I think statistically this is my best track.
Car still there. Clear high if you want it.
I'm thinking after last race it's probably Bristol.
One high. Still in there. Clear outside.
Alright, yeah, let's get by these guys. Still not that far behind the leader. I can't start that high. Car's not set up for that. Let's get to his inside.
Outside.
get like 17, 18 laps out of a fuel run, we should only need to stop twice.
Stay high.
They're starting pits early. They're gonna need to stop
Bring it around
3
and hit this
times.
time. Stay high. Stay high.
He's down
Clear
there. He's
low.
gonna be pitting.
Inside. All clear.
Time. Oh my god.
Heads up. Car ahead is clear. Slow down, slow down.
Okay, yeah, we can come in this lap. Yeah, they're coming in too.
Try to save some fuel.
Actually,
Right, let
let
me
me adjust this a little bit.
Alright, bring it in. Hit this time. Leaders
Oh
on
my
pit
god,
road.
get down.
Back her down, back her down.
Totally missed that one. Alright, but we should still get service, so. I just lost a little bit of time doing that, but not too bad.
We're out front, driver.
Not for long, he just passed us. Alright, he's gonna be like 15 seconds ahead of us coming out of here. Oh, okay, come on, let's go. Let's go.
We lost the lead. Let's get it back.
Okay, oh, damage. Oh yeah, that's right, I did have
On your
damage.
toes now. Car ahead is clear. Car inside.
That would have been black.
Clear bottom.
Alright, I mean, I guess we're still P10, so it's not that bad. Yeah, we can rotate a little bit better, adjusting the wedge there. And if we stay out to like lap 32, 33, we should be good to go for the rest of the race after that.
Driver, that was your best lap ever.
I'm just going to try lifting on corner entry just to save a little bit more fuel. What's a Mahala game? What's good with you?
wide. Clear up top.
Oh man, I was trying to keep him up there.
3 wide.
Alright, you gotta stay down, stay down. Oh, you're fine.
Clear high.
I usually stay up pretty late. Yeah, thanks for the follow.
Car outside. Clear outside.
Yeah, so right now I'm just running, this is race 2 of the playoffs. I just won at Bristol, race
Clear
1,
high,
so
you
we're
want
in
it.
pretty good shape for round 2 yet. Oh yeah, I for sure do 25% races. I feel like there's more action. If I only run like 13%, you know, that's like
High side down.
9 laps. I mean, that's not fun.
Clear outside.
One of these days I'm going to be doing 100% Charlotte race, 600 miles.
3 wide. Car outside. 3 wide. Clear high, you want it.
Yeah, good luck. I really enjoy racing in Phoenix. I'm already getting my my car set up for Phoenix.
That's the halfway mark. Leaders in the pits.
Dang, they're pitting
One on the
already.
bottom.
They're gonna have to stop like 2 more times.
Clear low. Outside.
Yeah, I don't mind running at Talladega, but I mean,
Clear high, you
I like races like this more because there's like more strategy involved. Like right now, all these cars are pitting. I can stay out for like 4, maybe 5 more laps, where I don't have to pit another time where they're gonna have to. Like Talladega, Daytona. I mean, those are fun tracks, but like it's just you can't save fuel really unless you're in the pack drafting. But I like tracks like this where I can actually use fuel mileage to my advantage.
Clear outside.
And all these cars coming in right now still have to pit 2 more times. Because if they come in 30 or 15, 30, 45, they're gonna have to pit at lap 45 or before.
Bring it in this lap, bud.
Yeah, for sure.
Outside door. Clear outside.
So my last race, at Daytona, the Wawa 250, I won that, so I won the last Daytona race of this season. I'm pretty sure I won Talladega early in the year, so that's my 2 wins during the regular season.
Inside door.
Playoffs now, I won at Bristol.
Leaders on pit road.
Alright, I'm gonna stay at 1 more. Oh, we got a spinner. That's why you stay out.
Caution's out. Pit road is open.
Oh yeah, of course we're pitting. Alright, so...
You want to make any changes here?
That all looks good. So yeah, there's 20 laps left. Well, there's gonna be some caution laps. Oh man, we'll be close. Yeah, I live in Tampa. I always go to the Cup race at Daytona,
Okay,
the Coke Zero Sugar 400. I go to that every year. I don't go to the Daytona 500. The summer race is the same. It's 100 miles shorter, but it's way cheaper for tickets, and it's not sold out, so I can just buy a cheap ticket, go sit wherever I want.
10 away.
And then I always get the fan zone passes, so I get the infield, the garage area, all that stuff. It's always a fun time. What's not fun to watch a race at Daytona?
Car outside.
You can go get autographs. There was a Denny Hamlin fan, so she got
Still there.
a few Denny Hamlin autographs already.
All clear.
It was quite a time difference. What kind of motorsport do you have in Germany besides the Autobahn?
Amazing lap, driver.
Because I've raced on the Nürburgring Ring a bunch of times on Gran Turismo. That track is just insane. No, I know. I've always, even since I was little, I've always wanted to drive on the Autobahn. Yeah, since I was little, I've just been always a fan of just driving fast. I like F1. You know, America is more NASCAR. I mean, F1 is kind of getting more popular, but NASCAR obviously is the biggest motorsport in the U.S. I've been to a couple Indy races. They do a Grand Prix in St. Petersburg, in Florida. So they run around in the streets, along the water and all that. That was pretty fun. I think that's called the St. Petersburg Grand Prix or something, St. Pete Grand Prix, something like that.
One high.
Yeah, they race around kind of downtown
Stay low.
on the street itself, and I think there's like a airport or something. They run on
Clear high.
the runway and that kind of thing. The seats I had were right behind the pits. The only bad thing with that was direct sunlight, so I would just sit in the sun for like 3-4 hours. NASCAR is definitely fun. But I hear a lot of F1 drama too. It doesn't make as much sense to me, but
Out front, nice job. Clear high.
just because the sport is a little bit different. Alright, so it looks like we're probably gonna have to pit. I was trying not to, but I'm just not gonna be able to extend my fuel. Because right now we have 8 to go. Yeah, another thing I like with F1 is watching the onboard cameras when they're just like, you know, going 220 and just flying around corners. And I like watching their pit stops too. They just lift the car up, take the tires off, put it down, and go. I have the F1 game from, I think, last year. I don't have the 25. I think I have F1 24. I was playing that for a little while. It was pretty fun. Oh yeah, for sure.
One on the bottom.
Alright, yeah.
Stay high.
Alright, I'm gonna have to pit.
Clear low, hit this time.
I don't, okay. I really don't want to pit, but I have to.
5 to go now. Try to save some fuel if you can.
Alright, let's try and get in these pits here this time.
Back it down, back it down.
Alright, just don't speed, just don't
We'll get the
speed,
lead
just
back.
don't
Stay
speed.
focused.
Okay. I think we're just getting fuel. Yeah, I like watching Nuremberg race. I like racing on Gran Turismo because it takes there's like so many different layouts that they have on there, but it just takes so much practice just to run decent laps there.
Leaders pitting. You're clear up. Heads up. Car ahead is good.
And I like that section where they got the graffiti all over the track. I'm sure that section has like a specific name. I just don't know what it is, what it's called. Alright, here's the leader. I gotta get by him. Actually, I think Connor is the leader right now. But he's probably gonna have to pit. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, this is so narrow.
Inside. 2 to go.
Yeah, Yeah, I like Monaco too. I'm pretty sure they had that. They had Monaco on Gran Turismo. I'm almost positive that they did. I liked racing on Laguna Seca, Nuremberg. There's a couple of the Japan tracks I really like racing on too. I really like Gran Turismo. Before this came out, I was playing more Gran Turismo than any of the NASCAR games. The last NASCAR game that came out was a terrible game. I hated that game. Yeah, I really like Watkins Glen. Road America is fun too. Yeah, Watkins Glen's probably my favorite road course to race on.
Great job. That's a top 5.
Alright, didn't quite catch the leader, but I got a P2, so I will for sure take that. Now if Connor wins the Roval, I'll be fine with that too. Alright, I will definitely take a P2. Let's see, what are these guys crying about now? Yeah, Nick Sanchez, he was being he was being something on the track. Alright, second place, we get some money. Right now I think I have it at 98. I was thinking about putting it to maybe a 99 or 100. I mean, unless I have like a level 9 car, I'm for sure not putting it at 105. Actually, let me go to settings here real quick. Settings. Yeah, so I have 25 and times 4, so it's just like a normal amount of distance that you'd be going. So driving, I have minimal assist on. My AI is 98. It took me a bunch, like a whole season basically, to adjust these where it's like, you know, because if I put their fuel consumption and stuff like that, they're running like 4 or 5 laps longer than me, which that's like impossible. So I have their fuel consumption up a little bit higher and their tire wear up a little bit higher. Incident frequency, I mean, you can set that whatever you want. It depends on if you want more cautions or not. I just have that at 60, and then the consistency, that's just their lap times pretty much. So a low value, so the lower they're gonna run more inconsistent. And then the recovery, a low value. Yeah, so the lower the value, the more contact you do, they're gonna spin out more. And kind of same thing with their stability. Skill range, I don't want it that too high just because I don't want like, you know, the whole field to be it's just so spread out around the whole track. But yeah, next season I might bump this up to like maybe a 99 or 100. Yeah, that's crazy. What does he do career or just like just picks a race? Because that depends. I mean, if you're just racing cup and just not in career. I mean, I can probably do a little bit higher, but career, I could put it higher, but I just want to be like, bottom 5 every race for 3 seasons. And then I have yellow flags all the way on, black flags on, and then no stage breaks. Always run on championship. That's just a single season, right? I haven't done championship. I just went straight to career when I started this game. Yeah, moving up GT 7 or any Gran Turismo game, it takes such a long time. All right, so yeah, reputation. We're getting to the cup. Yeah, I mean, I pre-ordered this game, so I got it like 4 days or whatever before it came out. Um, they've had I think this is the 13th patch they've had now. I use controller. I wish I had a wheel. But they've made a bunch of things better since it came out with the patches. The AI drives a little bit better. You can do in-race adjustments when you're going to pit. You can adjust your tire pressure, your wedge, that kind of stuff. So before it's just like at the beginning of the race, if you set your car to 25% loose, you're stuck with that for the whole race. I mean, so that's not realistic. During the race you can make adjustments. If you want your car tighter, if you want your car looser, you can adjust your PSI. So they made a lot of things different, or better, I should say. Alright, so P2. Their playoffs is looking pretty good so far. This next race is not going to look good at all. And then we got Las Vegas and Talladega. Yeah, I mean, especially compared to the last, I mean, that's really all you can really do is just compare it to the last NASCAR game that came out on console. I mean, this game is like a million times better than that. I played way too much Ignition, and I hated every second of it. Just the AI, I mean, just the whole thing. I mean, the physics felt really nice, when it first came out. They had Motorsport Gaming had a booth set up before it came out at Daytona, so you could just sit there and test the game. But of course, they have it set up the most optimally as possible, so that when you get there, you're on playing the game in the what do they call it, the concourse. So you could test the game before it came out at Daytona. It felt really good there, but then when the game came out, it was just trash. Alright, so right now we are in second. Let's see, so yeah, hopefully Allgaier or Amarola don't get a win. It's a road course, so even if SVG gets a win, I still have more points than he does. Alright. I have, so I just did the first 2 out of the 6. I mean, there's 7 total playoff races, so I have 5 total left. I have the Roval, Las Vegas, Talladega, Martinsville, and then Phoenix. I'm guessing these are going to be the best 2 options for a win. I could have had a win here probably. I'm not sure. But Las Vegas and Talladega are going to be the best options for wins. Probably Talladega. I already won here this year. Oh yeah, the Roval. Yeah, I mean it's all right. It's just I don't know where I'm just not. I don't have speed. So if I'm qualifying, I'm like 8 seconds behind the um the pole time. So yeah, I'm not sure what they're doing. I mean, I've raced on this track plenty of times. The other games it was fine, but I don't know. I don't know what's different on this game. But yeah, I don't really run too good there. I don't think. Yeah, we haven't done the Roval. That's always the playoff race. Yeah. So Daytona, we didn't do bad, but yeah. So earlier this year, Las Vegas, we got 9th. Martinsville earlier, we got 21st. Bristol earlier, we got 18th. We just won that race. Talladega started 1, finished 1. I mean, Charlotte, I can run Charlotte track fine, no problem, but the Roval, I can't. Can't do that one. Chicago Street Race, finished 16th. That was an entertaining one. Sonoma, we got last, whatever. Indy, we finished 4th. That's a fun track to race on too. And Watkins Glen finished 9th, so that wasn't too bad. Started 23rd. Daytona, started 1, finished 1. I want to say this is the first time I ran this track. I'm not sure. If it didn't feel like it, but some of the tracks just seem the same, even though they're different. And then we won Bristol, got 2nd at Kansas. I wish we would have. I mean, didn't really need a win 100% on that. We need to win 100% on one of these two, though. Or Martinsville. One of these three we need to win. Alright, yeah, P2 or 2nd place in the standings isn't too bad going into the round of 8. Alright, what do we have? Anything else? What do we have for tasks? A new sponsor. Oh yeah, that's right. We were racing for this guy. We got a new sponsor. Yeah, Darlington, I can never get the setup right on, but I like racing at Richmond. Because I mean, it's like an oval, but you have to enter and exit the corners way different on both ends. It's like the opposite. Because one you kind of curve into the corner, and then you have to drive hard off. The other one you have to drive hard in, and then kind of gradually taper off. But I like Richmond. I really like Phoenix too. I like racing on that. Let's see. We're not going to do that for right now. Let's check out the garage. Oops. Don't leave. Let's just change. I don't know, right? Really, I mean, I'm sure the wheel is a little bit different. The only time I've raced on a wheel is on iRacing. Like console games, I've just always, I've always just had a controller. So I mean, for me, no, it's like a short learning curve for new tracks. All right, what do we got going on here? I don't need to worry about that car. Las Vegas. Let me do. We have a lot of RD points. We can probably do 2 upgrades. Let me do at least a level 7 engine. Yep. So we'll do the level 7 engine. on this car. So that's going to be our Phoenix car. Let's see, do I want to also upgrade something else for Talladega? Yeah, for sure. I mean, for me, it's you have to like think about braking, especially on accelerating. It's kind of easier, but braking it's like harder. Just to get more, especially on this game, because I mean, even the um, the top ones they have a force feedback in a way, but usually you just slam the brake and then turn, but this one it's more you have to kind of it's more like real life. You're just not slamming the brake. You're just applying brake pressure. And then the same thing driving off. If you just slam the gas driving off, you're just gonna spin. So you have to kind of feather the throttle, coming out of turns. Especially the lower the assist that you have, you need to do that a lot more. Alright, so what are we looking at for a chassis? How much does a chassis cost? Chassis, level 7 chassis. 60 grand. That's not too bad. What about suspension? 68. I think a chassis is going to be better for super speedway. Let's do level 7 chassis. Alright. Yeah, you can for sure. Yeah, you just have to kind of. I've been trying to do that where you're still in the accelerator, but you're also pressing the brake pressure. You're getting brake pressure as well. I know SVG does it really well on road courses. But I mean, I was just trying practicing that, and I just go right back to how I always do it. I just kind of lift a little bit, and then if I need to, just put some brake pressure just to set my line around the corner. Yeah, we don't have enough money for anybody here. Sorry, people were broke. Man, looks like times is hard out there for mechanics. Engineers looking for a job. Times is rough out there. Okay, so probably this is gonna be the end of this one. Um, what's that? What's Rensport? Is that a racing game? Alright, so I gotta go. Got this thing called work to do. But so yeah, that'll be the end of this one. Next time I'm going to be changing up my sponsor, doing all that kind of stuff, and then dreading going to the Roval, so looking forward to that. Ah, yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I like Corza. All right, so yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Um, I'll be on later tonight. Um, getting back into the playoffs, getting some more points, getting some more wins. So yeah, make sure to follow, like, subscribe, comment, share. You all know what to do. It's not like, Twitch and YouTube is brand new, so pretty straightforward. But yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.